Alright, welcome to the Nightcap, where the conversation is always straight up, no chaser. I'm your host, Tracy L. Jones. Today's topic and theme is all about the single life. So today I have with me as my guest two of Detroit's finest singles. Absolutely great people I have. To my right, I have Miss Shantae Young. She's a nurse, entrepreneur as well. Getting everything on. She loves to work out, so just know about that. She loves the gym. And I have the amazing chef, one of Detroit's top chefs. If you need a chef, always holler at him. I have the handsome Mr. Chef Andre Black. And tonight we're going to just jump into the conversation. So, earlier I asked you guys, what do you think about modern day dating? I wanted y'all to marinate on that and let's talk about it. What do you think about it? Is it different today than it was before?
Absolutely. Technology has played a big role in how people are dating.
Yeah.
For many reasons. And social media.
Agreed. I agree. It's like it's
so
a dating game. That's when you go to date.
It's so crazy because you'll have an inbox. Hey, this and that. That's your invite to a date. Your inbox.
Right.
And it's for me, I'm old school.
At least ask me for my number. Let's have some conversations.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We talked about the family structure, and I think that plays a big part in it also.
Well, yeah.
You know,
The way people grow. I haven't been taught the way we think.
So many different aspects. I talked about kids having kids. And,
Yeah.
It's a thing where a kid can have a kid and still raise them properly. So
Right.
it's the structure of the family that's
So they don't even
changed
see that.
with technology.
They don't even understand. They don't even see how it's supposed to be.
Requirements. We don't require.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Not
require.
that is. I think we all are guilty, men and women, of not requiring. I don't care if you're gay, straight, whatever. We have a problem with not requiring certain things, as if we're not entitled to have some type of requirements. I think everybody should have. I have 3 requirements, just 3. I call them 3 L's. It's love, Lord, and loyalty. My man has to have all 3 of those. Those are requirements. Other things can be added on to that to make it be the ice on the cake.
I like that.
Those are my requirements. And
very
until I find
rarely-
that, I'm not selling it.
Right. Very rarely has a woman ask me what I did for a living.
Oh wow.
Did I go to church? Very rarely does that happen nowadays. So,
They ask you, they don't ask you,
they don't ask.
and they don't even ask you. Nah, they don't ask. That's one thing I say about church though. Nobody has this conversation with anybody, not just going to church. What do you believe in? What are your beliefs? Like those are major things. How do you not
You
discuss
can be an
that?
atheist.
Yeah, and then that's not, and no disrespect to the atheists, but that's not what I want, because I need whoever I'm with to have a real relationship, a personal relationship, not church, but a relationship.
Yes, absolutely.
You don't have to be the deacon to have a relationship with God. Some of them don't have a relationship; they just the deacon.
Yeah.
So,
On the outside.
On the outside. That's the title.
Yeah.
We talking about 2 different things.
Your 3 L's.
Right.
For me, my man has to be God-fearing. Your walk, you have to want to walk with him for yourself. Not because I do, but because that's what you want.
Not for you, but because that's what the man wants.
Right. In the first place. Right.
But the requirement thing, I mean, when you don't require, or I may require.
Right, and 99%
requirements, and then he, or per se, a gentleman, he's looking at, she required too much. I don't have time for that. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna date her.
Because it's
easy. It's easy. She doesn't require.
But
that's a problem too nowadays.
But that's fine, because that person is not for you.
Absolutely.
See, this is how I feel. I think we don't take
when the Lord wings them out.
See, but we don't take it that way. We've fallen out. We lost him. I love him. He was the one. He wasn't the one, just like the one before that you was crying about wasn't the one. You knew that before you made him the one, and he wasn't the one.
But, Ms. Jones, why would a man court or try to date a woman when it's so easy just to get what he wants?
That's a little boy. For me, that's a little boy.
Not even that. That's not even that he a little boy. You a man that don't want this kind of woman.
There you go.
Right.
That's all. That's my thing. We just
But
don't
you know
match.
that I think that
because
you guys might be outnumbered now.
Absolutely. But it's up to y'all to pick quantity over quality.
Right. But a lot of guys don't want.
I mean, what you gonna pick? You gonna pick a diamond or you gonna pick the cubic zirconia? You can have a whole bunch of them, but they're fake.
Yeah.
They're fake. Yeah.
Until they get that feeling. Once they get that feeling.
You were saying earlier in conversation when we were outside, you were talking about a man won't change until he gets a certain feeling. So he has to have what kind of feeling before he changes?
He has to get that heartache. He has to
be hurt.
Fall in love with a person and be hurt and get that pain inside of him before he can even begin to want to change, I think.
Really?
Because if not, there's no consequences. You're just doing whatever you want to do.
Right, because he's not hurt.
Right. I mean, there is consequences.
Right, but he's not hurting.
Right.
He's not feeling that pain.
He's not feeling that pain.
So if he don't feel that pain, he's not at the point where he's ready to change.
And treat a woman right.
The way he's supposed to.
The way he's supposed to.
So do you think like when he lost that person that hurt him, is it because of something he did?
Yeah.
So he's learned his lesson. Now that one I messed up. I went too far, and that's the one I did. Okay.
Yeah.
She the one who, when she left me, it was devastating.
Right. And it could be vice versa too, though. It could be vice versa too. But
on both sides.
Right,
absolutely,
right,
I agree. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Because a guy that I used to date actually said something like that to me though. His explanation of, he tried to talk to me later on after the fact.
Okay.
And once, I don't know about,
once I'm done, I'm done.
Once I'm done, I'm like done. So there's probably absolutely
most women are. When they get
no
fed
way.
Up, that's it.
No way. Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything.
I know, right? Like, maybe I went. No, once I get to that point where I've endured so much with this person.
Yeah, because you guys take a lot, so I can understand that.
That's true.
You take a lot.
We take a lot. And that's because we're raised. I told you. That's what we're talking about. How is it possible for us to, in today's world, be cohesive as couples when we are raised so completely different?
It's a hard fight.
Women are raised when we're little girls. They give us that Barbie doll, and we are told this is how life is supposed to be. You're gonna grow up. You're gonna get married. You're gonna have a family. You're gonna take care of your family. Your job is to make sure that your family is good at all costs. There's never a point in that conversation when a woman is told, make sure you're happy first, and then these things will happen. It's not talking about happiness. But see, that's what we say. That's all. But which is bad. But that is what we're taught as girls from day one. Guys are taught from day one. You grow up, you have fun, you sow your wild oats, you get as many women as you can get, as long as you can hold out, until you can't hold out no more, then go ahead and get married, and then if you cheat, make sure you do it right.
Listen to that, for real?
Is that not right? Did I just not quote? Okay, thank you. I mean, if you be real, exactly, I appreciate the realness.
It happens, but I don't know if you taught that, but it happens.
I mean, but you are really taught that because you see it.
Yeah. Well,
in the men,
you may not be taught by your parents,
right?
But by your friends,
but by people. By your parents too. Because think about it. I don't know about nobody else's parents, and I'm not, but people deal with their parents going through their dad doing all. Because that's the reason why people always say, "Oh, that's just a man."
And close family.
That's just a man. Yeah, close family. You see it, so therefore you think that's the way it's supposed to be. But we are raised so completely different. But then when we get to this age, she's 21 and she thinking she needs to get married and have kids. He's 21 and he like, oh my God, it's a plethora of women out here for me. They're at two totally different stages.
Right.
And then that's why
how can you even, when do you get on the same page?
That's why you have a 21-year-old dating a 30-year-old.
Yeah.
Or 35-year-old.
Because he's
at that point where he wants to settle down. She's at that point she wants to settle down. So I think that's a lot of time when you get that big.
But see, I think it'd be the opposite.
Huh?
I think it'd be the opposite. I think it'd be that time where she want to have some fun, and it'd be that time when he want to settle down. Because a young guy can mess with an older girl at the wrong time, and she.
That's true also, but you guys mature a lot faster.
You know what?
And vice versa.
You may get some girls 21, she wants to get married now, but then she get 30.
And then she wants to have fun.
And now she wants to have fun.
Yeah, I've known that to happen to some women before.
Yeah.
You guys mature a lot faster than us, right?
Yeah. But see, that's because we're taught that we have. I'm telling you, all this is like a mindset. That's the reason why I say when we get this age and everybody is on two different pages. You cannot be with somebody if y'all are not on the same page.
And if you're not on the same page, like we were saying, okay, you're on page 27, I'm on page 26.
Right. That's fine.
But
I don't want to be on page 702.
And you on 72.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's absolutely no way. But the thing is, we already know that when we go into relationships, when we get so far into the dating game with someone, date 3, date 4, we already know what this person's about. Even if they're trying to pretend to be something that they are not. Because somewhere during that time, if y'all having fun, he's going to slip up or she's going to slip up and be whoever she is.
Right.
So you're going to see that.
And then a lot of times you have to take the blind.
Blindfolds. Yeah, because we want a relationship so bad.
You know, when it's new, it's like, oh, it's new.
Right.
But you guys will let it go, though.
Absolutely. Yeah. Women let relationships, they make a person or make this guy, that's the one. He's the one, no matter what.
She got a little while longer.
Right. But it don't even have to be that he's a bad person. He's just not the one for you.
Right.
He's a good guy, but he's not the good guy for you.
And you know that. But you want it to be, we always want it to be the one. This time I'm going to be in love. It's going to be the fairy tale. I'm going to be the next romantic comedy.
We don't want to have that, we don't want disappointment.
But see, we equate.
But see, it's just me.
I think that's
another one bites the dust.
Right.
Is it me? You don't want that.
But see, why do you look at it as a disappointment? That's my problem. I don't look at breakups as a disappointment. I look at it as this was not meant to be.
A lesson learned.
Yeah, and even if it ends well, you have to take from what you're supposed to take from it, and then keep it moving.
And grow. Yeah.
Because you couldn't have been the one. Because if you weren't the one, we would still be together.
Right.
Hey,
we would still be together.
So
because when I left, you would have came and got me. Something would have happened to where we have connected again. We're not. You're not the one. I'm not the one. Let's go ahead and leave this alone.
You said in the future something.
No, period. I think people don't know how to say, okay, no, this is not working out. We continuously try to make something
happen.
That's a twinkle, like it's a firework. So that's a twinkle. It's a twinkle. It's not fireworks.
That's one of those little poppy.
Right, it's one of the little sparklers. That's what it is. It's a sparkler. This is not fireworks. Stop making a twinkle fireworks. Yep, he took you to the movies twice. You are calling me talking about, girl, I think I like him.
What?
Y'all went to the movies. What y'all talking about? Y'all was at the movies.
Or you know what else?
Wow.
Sex.
Well, see, yeah, sex will do it. But people get sex and I love yous mixed up. But that's the reason why you're supposed to. That's the reason why you're supposed to like slow it down and not do it immediately. Because if you do it immediately in this mind-boggling,
right now, that's the modern day dating.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you get up on text. That's your text special.
That's what I was saying earlier. It's too easy.
And it's a picture there like this. You know, when did we? I don't even.
When did we get to this point?
I gotta look on my list to make sure.
Why should he
really the whole conversation?
Yeah. It's crazy.
But, however, on the flip side of it, you get a whole bunch of women who, okay, let me go ahead and send you a ton of these pictures, and when we meet. So, and no disrespect to them because that's how they roll. But it's hard
to. We all have our own standards.
But it's. And then we as women, that's why I say don't get disappointed when that person doesn't treat you the way because he's not the person for you. That's not what he does. So let him go do what he does with the person that needs that. That's not for you.
Until we realize that.
Yeah, but see, we gotta stop. We love too quick.
We do.
I'm not talking about y'all. I know you know. We fall in love. I mean, what really did this person do
like, oh my
to deserve all this love?
Exactly.
Now we didn't shut everybody. We done went on 4 dates. We may have had or may not have had sex, and it may have been great. Date 6. This man is going to.
The heavens have opened up and poured out.
So why do you love so quick? Because of that picture?
Because it is not even what we love. We want it to happen. supposed to be as women. It's been put in our head.
Yeah. It's embedded. It's a stamp
embedded.
of approval.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's a stamp of approval. You have your husband. You
but
have
then
your
people
family,
look
you
at
have
you.
your house. You have your this.
But not even that. People look at you as if when you're single, like that's a bad thing. Oh, you single? Yeah.
So that makes you complete when you have a house, you have a family,
absolutely.
That's
your life is
complete.
Yeah, we're gonna come back and we're gonna start right off at that subject right after.